Y eso, y eso, y eso. Okay, we're using eso again. Y eso? So this is a question, common question, and it means, how come? Y eso? How come? Okay, so this is another common thing to say in Spanish and in English. You know, y eso? How come? So you have both versions, Spanish and English, right? So I'm both very commonly said in those languages. So, y eso? You can use y eso just as you would use how come in English, okay? So, for example, someone says, no quiero postre. No quiero postre. Okay? And then you can ask, ¿y eso? Okay? No quiero postre. ¿Y eso? ¿Y eso? How come? No quiero postre means I don't want dessert. Okay? I don't want dessert. How come? Okay? Why? Essentially, you're asking why. So this is a different way to say why in Spanish. Very similar. It's very similar to saying how come? How come? No quiero postre. No quiero means I don't want. Postre, dessert. Okay? It's not common to say no quiero el postre because sometimes in Spanish you use definite articles like el, la, los, las. Okay? But when you are talking about not wanting something or wanting something, you just usually say no quiero and then the noun. Okay? Unless there's something specific. Quiero el postre de ayer. I want yesterday's dessert. Okay, so that's specific, very specific. But when you're talking about any dessert or anything, nothing specific, then you don't need the definite article el, masculine el, feminine la. Okay, you don't need it. So no quiero postre. I don't want dessert. And then if someone asks, or if you ask, y eso, then that means, how come? Y eso? Maybe that person always eats dessert, and for some reason, today, that person didn't want any. So you are curious. You want to know why, right? So anyways, that's the meaning of y eso. The next example is, no vuelvo a ir a ese lugar. No vuelvo a ir a ese lugar. This means, someone can ask, ¿y eso? Okay? ¿Y eso? Usually, ¿y eso is used when someone doesn't want to do something. Okay? So usually it's used in negative situations. And you just want to know the reason why. Okay? No vuelvo a ir a ese lugar means I'm not going to that place again. Okay? ¿Y eso? How come? No vuelvo means, it's tricky because when you say no vuelvo a ir, this whole sentence means I'm not going to again. Okay. Including as well. No vuelvo a ir a. Okay. So vuelvo comes from the verb volver. Volver means to come back. It means quite a few things. Volver means to return, to come back, to go back. Okay? So essentially you're saying I'm not coming back to that place. But it's also similar to saying that you're not gonna do something again. In this situation, going, right? You're not going back to that place. So it's similar to saying that no vuelvo a ir a ese lugar. I'm not going to that place again. I'm not coming back to that place again. Okay, so it's similar to saying that. But volver can mean all of that, to come back, to return, to go back. Okay, ir comes from ir is a verb and it means to go. Okay, so no vuelvo a, it's like saying I'm not doing something again. In this situation, ir, going. Okay, we are going. Ir a is a common phrase / verb when you want to say ir a la tienda, for example, to go to the store. Ir a ese lugar. Ese lugar means that place. That place. Okay? Ese. Why aren't we using eso here if eso means that? Because when you have the noun, you have a noun. Eso is more vague. You're just saying that, okay? That, whatever that thing is. But when you're specific, you need ese. Ese lugar. We're talking about a place. We have place here. Now, if you want to say no vuelvo a ir a eso, it's very vague. You can say it, but it sounds odd. When you don't want to go back to what? Back in time? I mean, I'm kidding. That would not be an option. But it could be an event. It could be a place. It could be, I don't know, anything. As usually events, work, something that is not tangible. But in this situation, we're talking about a place. That place. Ese lugar. Okay? Ese lugar. And then you have the question, ¿y eso? How come? Oops. How come? ¿Y eso? So this whole thing, I know it can be confusing. No vuelvo a ir. That can be simplified if you want to simplify it. But this is a more advanced way to say it. No voy. You could say it, no voy a ese lugar otra vez. Otra vez is more similar to again, okay? And no voy means I'm not going. No voy a, I'm not going to ese lugar. Ese lugar, that place. Otra vez means again, okay? So no voy means I'm not going to ese, that lugar, place, okay? So that's a more literal translation. Otra vez, again, okay? And then someone can ask, how come? ¿Y eso? ¿Y eso? Why? What happened? What happened? But as I had it before, this sentence, it's also commonly said, oops, no vuelvo a ir a ese lugar. I'm not going to that place again. ¿Y eso? How come? Man, I'm trying to simplify things. I hope it's simple for you. It can be complicated for sure.